coming into whatever version of child's pose you prefer this morning. I'm going to take my arms long, reaching for the top of my mat, so I'll stretch into the shoulder area as well. So resting the forehead down on your mat or down on some support. And let's just start to be aware of our body resting on our mat, our physical body, and of the prana that surrounds us as we breathe that prana into our physical body. So everything is made of energy, and we're drawing that prana, that life force energy, deep within at the start of our practice. And we're all very aware of energy, we feel it. We've all been maybe in a situation where the energy has not felt good, and we can feel that. We have that awareness. And likewise, we've been in those situations where the energy is just so positive, like when we come together for our practice. We feel that positive energy, and that's what we want to surround ourselves with as much as possible. Like-minded people, situations that make us feel good. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. One more. Bringing your hands closer to you, just coming to that table with the knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. Let's tuck our toes and just start to sit back towards our heels, and then lift our knees off of our mat, and then start to straighten our legs, placing our heels down towards the mat. So we're in downward dog. As you inhale, push the toes into the mat, moving away from the heels. And then as you exhale, send the heels back down towards the mat. So let's do that again. Inhale, pushing the toes into the mat. And then exhale, placing the heels back down. We'll do one more. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take a walk to the top of our mat, all of the way. We're going to keep some distance in the feet and just fold forward, so let the body feel heavy. Let's inhale, rise all of the way up. Bring the palms together. And then exhale, fold all of the way back down. Maybe gazing towards our affirmation as we do so. So we inhale, we rise all of the way up. And we exhale, we're going to fold all of the way back down. And let's do one more. Inhale. This time staying at the top, palms coming together. Let's take that link into the fingers and the palms upwards. Let's head over to our right side. Inhale back to center, head over to our left side. Inhale back to center. We're exhaling, we're folding back down to our toes. Sending that spine long, pushing the spine to the ceiling. Let's step back right foot and our left foot, so we come into our plank. We're going to drop our knees here, lower down to our mats. Relax our toes, roll to our cobra, and exhale into our balasana. We're going to do that again. Roll forward, drop down to your mat, bending at the elbows. Inhaling into your cobra and exhaling to those heels. And let's do that one more time, rolling through the body. Chin, chest down to the mat. Rolling up, Stretching into that lower back and heading back to the heels. This time head into your down dog, pushing back, planting those feet. We're going to inhale, send the hips down to the mat in our up dog, planting those hands down, and we're going to exhale back into that down dog position. So it's an inhale, dropping the hips, staying on those toes. It's an exhale, pushing back. Let's take one more. Pushing back into that down dog. Take that walk once again to the top of the mat. It can be a step, a jump. This time feet are together and we're folding over the legs. Inhale, coming up. Maybe saying our affirmation to ourselves and exhaling to our heart center. We're going to take a big step with the legs. Take the legs wide. We're going to turn out that right foot. You may want your block. We're going to send the arms long. Let's reach with that right hand. Send that right hand down towards our block or our mat. And send that left arm long in Trikonasana triangle. Both legs are straight, so that's where your block will help if you need to come up a little higher. And remember to use your exhalation. Coming deeper as you exhale. Take one more breath. Releasing those legs. And then we come up, bending into our warrior two. We should be there. If we need to make the legs a little wider, do so. Let's turn the palms up. Inhale, reach up, straighten that bent leg. Exhale, bend back into our warrior two. Once again, palms up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend back to our warrior. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend into that warrior. Let's bring our hands back to our heart center. We're going to turn in that right foot, turn out that left foot. Long arms once again. This time we're reaching with that left hand. We're dropping it down towards our mat or our block. Right arm is long. Remember, we want to visualize our back is against a wall, so we're not folding forwards. We're opening up in the chest. Using that exhalation to maybe go deeper if that feels comfortable. Holding here. One more breath. Let's come back up, straightening those arms. We want to bend into that left knee for our warrior two. Gazing to that left hand. And then we turn the palms upwards. As we inhale, we reach up. We exhale, we bend back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Let's take one more. Inhale. And exhale into that warrior two. Bringing your hands back to your heart center. Let's straighten that leg, turn in those toes. We're going to take a big step to the top of our mat once again. We want to inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, fold back down. Long spine when you're ready. Let's step back, left foot, right foot into our plank. Holding here. We're going to bring up that right foot away from our yoga mat, squeezing into that right leg. We're going to head back into a three-legged dog, so push back and then come onto the toes of your left foot. So you're staying quite high. Let's inhale, roll forward, keep that right foot off your mat. Exhale, push back. We're going to do that one more time. So you're inhaling, rolling forward, keeping that right foot off the mat. You can always drop your knee if you need. Exhale, push back. This time, draw that right knee towards you as you come forward. Drop it down to your mat. We're heading into pigeon. Relax that back leg. Coming up onto the hands, slight back bend here. And then maybe taking those hands back, linking the fingers, pulling the arms back. Always can just keep the hands down if you prefer. Taking 2 breaths here. One more. Plant those hands back down. Tuck that left foot. Let's head into down dog. Planting the feet. Take a walk, a pedal, whatever you need here. And then take that right leg back. Squeeze it back in your 3-legged dog. We're going to step it forward, top of the mat. Come into our high lunge, bringing up those arms. We're going to bring our hands back to our heart center. Now you have the option here of pushing up into your warrior 3, sending that left leg back. If this feels too much today, you just step that foot in a little. You maybe just stay in a high lunge. We're going to draw that foot in. Try not to lose your balance like me. We're going to come back to inhaling, bringing the arms up. We're going to exhale, fold over those toes. Take a breath here. Ready for our long spine as you inhale, pushing that spine long. Exhale, right leg back and the left into your plank. Grounding down. We've got the other leg to do, so that left leg is lifting away from our yoga mat. Right foot is staying down. And then we're going to push back into a 3-legged dog. You can stay high up on those toes of that right foot. You inhale, you roll forward, keeping that left foot off the mat. You exhale, push back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, push back. This time we're going to draw that left knee into the chest. We're going to drop it down to our mat. Ready for our pigeon the other side. Shove that right foot back. Come up onto those fingertips. Maybe here is just enough. Or we take those arms back. Pulling back. So hopefully starting to warm up now. Ready to go a little deeper in our poses. Plant those hands back down. We're tucking that back right foot. We're stepping into our down dog. Take your walk, your pedal, whatever you need here. We're sending that left leg back, squeezing it back. Stepping forward, top of the mat. That high lunge, bringing up those arms. And then those hands are coming to our heart center, or maybe we're pushing straight in to our warrior 3. I'm blaming my blocks here for my lack of balance. Holding here if you're in this version. One more breath. Draw those legs back together. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Take your breath here. Should feel the body going a little deeper in that forward fold. We're going to inhale into our long spine. Step back, right foot, left foot into that plank. We've got one more planky kind of pose to do. We've got side plank. I'm sorry, but it's our last class this week. We're rolling onto our left hand. We're bringing up our right arm. Holding here, pushing away from our yoga mat. Not holding that breath. We're going to plant that right hand back down. We're going to roll onto that right arm, reach long with that left arm. Remember, you can always drop your lower knee if you need. Pull away from your yoga mat, stretch up with that left arm. Take that breath. And then lower back down. Drop those knees, head into your balasana. Sitting back to those heels, maybe the arms this time are alongside the legs. You decide. Finding that long breath once again. Drawing in that prana, that life force. One more breath here. Head back into your down dog. This time you're going to take a walk towards your toes. You may want your block. You may just find you can place your left hand on your mat and open up with that right arm. Maybe looking towards the right hand. And then drop that right hand down. Open with the left. Dropping back down to your mat and then rolling back up. We're going to step left foot forward, right foot a little out to the side of our mat. You may want your block. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up. We're going to exhale, reach forwards, like you're trying to grab something, and then fold over that front leg. So you should feel a deep stretch in the back of your left leg. You can always grab your block for your hands. Make sure the legs are straight, so if they're not, that's where you want your block just to rest your hands on. Every exhalation, just seeing if you can let go a little more. We're going to come back up, same way, bringing up the arms, reaching up, and then this time maybe bringing the hands behind, maybe you're holding your elbows, or maybe the hands come into that prayer position behind your back. We're going to inhale, we're going to exhale and fold over that front leg once again. Slowing down. Last breath. Slowly making your way back up. Release. Bring your hands onto your hips. Step that left foot in. Feet back together. So this time it's our right foot that's coming forward. It's our left foot that's going out to the side. So you just want to turn that foot out a little. We're coming in the same way. So we're going to breathe in and reach up first of all. And then we're going to exhale, reaching forwards. We're then sending those hands down towards that right foot, maybe grabbing our block here as we fold. Keeping those legs straight. So bear in mind one side might feel different. Taking your time, maybe going deeper, maybe staying where you are. Let's inhale, come up. We want to send those hands behind, maybe holding the elbows, maybe back into that prayer position, squeezing those shoulders back. We're inhaling. We're exhaling, folding over that front leg. When you're ready, coming back up. Release. Stepping those feet back together. Let's inhale the arms up. Link those fingers again. Stretch upwards. Feet together this time. Head over to the right. Over to the left. And just taking your time side to side. Talasana, swale in palm tree. One more each side. Back to center and release. We're going to come down onto our backs. Just have a yoga block to hand. We're going to lie down on our backs and squeeze our knees into our chest. Just giving ourselves a little hug, a little release here. And then send your arms down to your mat, and we're going to send the heels up to the ceiling. So we're going to do our double leg raise. If you've any lower back issues, remember you're bringing the knees into the chest first, and then you're sending them long on your mat. If all is well, heels are high, we exhale, we start to lower the legs and hover the heels, so we're not touching our mat. If you want to make it harder, when you lower the heels, you bring up the arms and the head, and you hold. Plant your hands back on your mat and your head and bring up the heels once again. As you exhale, you're lowering the heels and we're hovering. Remember, you always have that option of bringing up the head and the arms as well. Really engaging, you can feel the core working. Drop the hands, drop the head, bring up the legs, bring up the heels. We've got one more to do. So it's on that exhalation that we lower down. Just hovering those heels, squeezing the muscles, bringing up the head maybe and the arms. Holding here. Drop the hands, drop the legs and the head. Release. Step those feet close together. Let's draw in that right knee, squeeze it in. Roll through that ankle joint, rolling around. And reverse, opposite way. Place that foot on top of your left knee. Let's inhale. And we're going to exhale, rolling onto our left hip. Our right knee's going over to the left. Move that right arm away from the body. Bringing out the whole of the spine. Rolling back to center. Send that right leg long. Let's draw in our left knee, squeeze it in. Taking that roll through the ankle joint. Reversing. We're going to plant that foot down on our right knee, ready for that twist the opposite way. Make sure that left shoulder is relaxed. Left palm facing upwards. Maybe it feels good just to close the eyes. And then rolling back to center. Last squeeze in of those knees. Draw them in. Take that roll side to side. Maybe bringing up the head as well. And then taking rest in your final asana, Shavasana. Body's worked hard this morning. You've started your day well. And now just finding stillness. And as you rest in your last few moments of Shavasana, thinking of the word ego. We often say in yoga to let go of the ego, thinking that we should maybe be doing something different, pushing our body into something it doesn't like. And we do that in day-to-day life, comparing, competing. And the ego can often see life as a competition, whereas if we compare it with the soul sees life as a gift. The ego can seek outward recognition. The soul seeks inner authenticity. The ego may feel lack. The soul feels abundance. The ego may be drawn to lust. The soul is drawn to love. Taking one more long breath here as you breathe in your affirmation. Continuing to plant those seeds. And when you feel ready, take a full body stretch, bending the whole body long. Maybe drawing the knees back in, giving yourself a hug. Slowly making your way back to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Once again, repeating that affirmation that you wrote out earlier. Feeling it, believing it. And let's bow to Namaste. Namaste, girls. Thank you so much.